Hey guys, today I have a quick review and video test of the Avaman K800 dash cam. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at this. This is a 3-channel dash cam, which means you're gonna be getting a video externally and inside the car and rear. Let's see what all comes in the box here. So Avaman, the K800. This is a 4K dash cam off of Amazon. So that's great to see. It's taking forever for the top to come off here. There we go. Okay, so we have just a little tab. We have the main dash cam itself right here, which is pretty interesting, honestly. So we have the main screen. Go ahead and peel that and then peel off our lens cover here. There we go. So that's the front of, this is the camera that's gonna face the driver and inside, and then you have your mount spot right here, and then this would be the front camera. We'll get this lens cover off as well. Now we have a spot right here for a Wi-Fi 5G card, guys. So if you're looking for one that has like parking monitoring, this could be a pretty good option. And as you can see here, both the internal and rear cam are 1080p. Let's quickly see what accessories we have. The mount is gonna be super easy to apply here. Just gonna slide it on like that. And then it's going to be a suction cup mechanism right here. We'll pull this on when we go stick it in the car. For the accessories here, we've got just a standard cigarette lighter charger, a little pry bar to run the wire back to the rear cam right here, and then some clips to hold the wire and do cable management. So let's get into the plug-in and testing. All right, guys, I've got the camera installed here. It was super easy. All I had to do was suction cup it to the window and then plug in the USB-C cable. So you can see right off the bat, it's already recording in 4K. That is the flashing red in the top left. And then on the actual screen, you can see both the internal and the front camera. So you can make sure that you got a good view of yourself. If you don't, rotate that, or you can rotate the whole camera itself like that, but I don't want to make sure I don't get too much of my hood. So let's go ahead and start driving around now and check out the video quality. All right, so this is what the video quality looks like. It should be very bright because we have a lot of snow on the ground and it is a sunny day today. So this is probably peak of what the camera is going to get because it's getting so much light into the sensor. I'm excited to see what the quality looks like. For those that don't know, these triple channel dash cams like that can see the inside of the car are really good for Uber drivers and people who may have random people in their back seat that they kind of want to keep monitored, just even for liability reasons. So that's why that part of it's really good to have. The front camera, it really just needs to be good enough to read license plates in case you kind of get in a hit and run, or for liability's sake to just make sure you have the video for your insurance. Now, one thing to note is the video screen does go black after a while, so the screen is not constantly showing video, which is fine. I actually prefer that. That way it's not kind of distracting me as the driver. I'm not looking at that little screen over there. What else is there to say? The suction cup mechanism is plenty strong. I didn't even remove the little piece of plastic on it, and it's hanging there just fine. If you need to learn how to route the cables, definitely watch some other videos. It's relatively easy. It gets a little more complicated if you want to route the back cable. But overall, I'm pretty happy with this dash cam, especially for the price, guys. So go ahead and I'll leave a link down below where you can get the best deal on the latest model in case you're looking at an old one. Definitely check it out, guys. So I've been driving around for a little bit now, and the screen is not shaking very much. I mean, it is a little bit, and I'm driving on a lot of snow and ice right now, but that's one of the main issues I've had with these screens in the past, is that they bounce around and make a lot of noise. Well, that is not the case with this one. It's actually doing really well. I've got my map pulled up, and I'm not having any issues at all. So I really think I'm gonna like this. It's not taking up any of my dash because I look at about this height right here, and you can see I can still see plenty fine over the front of the car. So really happy with that overall, guys. Definitely check this thing out. I will have links down below, and it really is the simplest way to get Apple CarPlay in an older vehicle. So peace.